All right, hello, and welcome to the weather update on this after this very warm day, followed by a rainy afternoon and evening. And let's see if there are any records broken today. Yes, here we go. So 71 at Islip was broken. That was also so it breaks to 59. Also warmest record monthly high temperature for February. So we broke the all-time record high at Islip of 68, 71, 68 at Bridgeport, which is 57, also breaks the monthly high temperature record for February. 64 at JFK, previously 61, and 69 at LaGuardia, a tie. So pretty crazy that a lot of record warmth, but I don't see any records at Central Park being broken. So let's go and take for Central Park. Apparently, the issue with Central Park is there's a lot of vegetation around it, so there's a tendency to keep it a little cooler. But still very warm. So it shows you how warm it was today. We had a killer west wind in progress. And let's focus on what we had to deal with today. You'll also see small craft advisories and gale warnings in effect because the winds are going to pick up. Let's take a look at our current observations right now. Not too windy out there, but very mild. I'll take a look and see what the day was like at Islip. So it's 49 degrees. And let's see what we got here. 49 degrees. And, yep, there you go. So you can see how warm it got. And mostly in the morning, we had the sun out, and then the clouds kind of came in toward the later part of the day. You can see we had that west wind there. You can see that's what got us up. Then the winds eventually shifted to the south, but it didn't really provide all that much cooling until the rain came in, and the thicker clouds came in, and then the temperatures dropped. And we got only 0.05 inches of rain, so not that much rain. It looked like we were going to get a lot of rain on the radar, but that didn't quite happen, I guess. So let's take a look at our highs across the area today. And you can see, yep, 70s across much of Long Island, 70 at LaGuardia, 64 at Jersey, also upper 60s. So Jersey really wasn't that much warmer than yesterday. In fact, they were a little cooler because they had a little more cloud cover. But I still see temperatures close to 70. So, again, a lot of warmth out there. And, again, if we put the full observations back on the screen here, put the dew point in here, you'll see the humidities are also going to start rising. Let's pull this out a little more. You'll see the air off to the southwest. We have some pretty warm, humid air that is over the south right now. You can see, look at that. So that's what we're going to have to deal with later. Looking at the radar right now, again, not too much showers. We had this area showers come in, and I think they fizzled a little more as they got to Suffolk County. But we had a period of rain here in the late afternoon and evening hours. Just light rain, nothing heavy, but enough to be a nuisance. And then we have some more rain over here, and then here's some more of the activity that could be severe weather. Right now, no warnings or watches in effect. I don't see any on the map. Let's see. We do have a flood warning in effect, flash flood warning, but I don't see any tornadic or severe thunderstorm warnings in effect yet. You can see all the winter weather up there. We won't see any of that. So let's go take a look at what we got for this coming weekend. And you'll see here that ridge. There we go. Warm front moves through. Temperature's going to rise overnight. Cold front comes through tomorrow afternoon. Then that low moves offshore. One day of fair and cold, meaning seasonable weather for February. And then once again, that high moves offshore. We get back into the return flow. And then here we are looking at another mild week next week again. Look at that. Another low going into the Great Lakes. And there's your cold chill down for next week into next weekend. And maybe then we could see an opportunity for some winter weather, perhaps. But it's too early to speculate right now. So let's go to the HRRR model. And here's the HRRR model, and you'll see here the rain does return. And instead of getting a nice, well-defined cold front, we're going to deal with a rainy mess. We could use the rain starting late morning and lingering into probably around 3 o'clock. And then that cold front kindly comes through and should shut off most of the rain. Again, it's kind of a... You think with the isobar shaped like this, you think you'd see more of a defined front here instead of this large area of rain. But that's what the model is representing, and probably because of its slow movement, probably not enough of a movement to get it to generate any severe weather. But we'll have to look at some of the other parameters first with that, and then fair and cold for Saturday, and then it will warm up quickly right after that. So looking at your dew points and wind flows. We're going to have to deal with, again, this moisture. You can see the humidity rising, going to be humid. This is 1 o'clock tomorrow. Still dealing with the humid air. 2 o'clock. Still waiting that cold front to come through. It comes through probably around 3 o'clock or so. And then the winds shift off to the west, and the temperatures northwest, and the temperatures and the dew points will drop behind it. And then we're in the much drier air for Saturday. But you'll see as we get to the later part of Saturday, the winds start shifting. As we get to Saturday evening, the winds start shifting to the southwest again, which means we'll be back above normal by Sunday. Looking at the temperatures. Temperatures will rise tonight back into the 50s, so they dropped after the rain, but they're going to rise 50s to near 60 probably. We could again see record warmth tomorrow before this cold front comes through in the afternoon. And again, with such a boundary, you would think there could be some thunderstorm activity. You'd think there would be a line. We'll have to watch for that development. And then the temperatures drop rapidly. Afternoon, probably by 5 o'clock, we're already dropping from the 40s into the 30s. Definitely 30s and below freezing by after 9 o'clock into the 20s, probably mid to upper 20s. And then for Saturday, we'll have a seasonably cold day, highs around 40 degrees. And then after that, we'll go once again back to being above normal again. So looking at the GFS, you'll see here, we're going to be back above normal. Here we are back into the mid 40s to around 50 on Sunday. And here we are Monday, above normal. And then look at that, Wednesday, you have 50. So you get the idea. We'll be back above normal. One day that'll be normal. It's going to be the warmest February on record. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. So let's look at a few more models with the as far as the storm development goes. Do have the NAM, and let's see. But looking to the west, you see that it's a kind of a rainy mess already. We don't really have a well-defined line. When we look at this radar here, you'll see it's kind of not well-defined. So this is what we're going to be dealing with. So looking at the NAM. You'll see it does the same thing as the HRRR, so just, an area of rain with perhaps embedded thunderstorms around the early afternoon hours, and then it's finally moving out, but this rain is going to be a pain. It's going to linger around for a little bit. It probably won't finish up until probably till after 5 or 6 o'clock completely, especially if you're in Suffolk County. It's just going to be a slow-moving cold front, unfortunately. As far as how much rain we're going to get, we'll use the NAM here, total accumulated precip. This is not showing that much, but then again, it's not showing everything that's here. So let's go to the HRRR instead. So it's really still not showing a whole lot of rain here. It's only showing, I don't know, the radar looks more impressive than what we're getting. It's only showing a quarter of an inch or less for most people. Let's see what the GFS is showing, the regular GFS. Same deal. So I guess it won't be, to call it rainy, I guess, a little bit of an exaggeration, but there will be some rain around, I guess, but it won't be all that heavy. So let's go to the skies next. So obviously tomorrow we'll have plenty of clouds, but Saturday should be mostly sunny. I'm not even going to run a high. Well, I'll look at the RGM. And then Sunday we'll have more of that cirrus come in, and then Monday we'll be dealing with more cloudiness again. And as far as rain chances go, as we get toward then, you'll see maybe some slight rain chances. But again, I could run this through. Let's run this through next Wednesday. How much rain will we see? Yeah, not really much unless you're further south. It's not really showing much rain for the next 5 days or so. So we'll go to the RGM next, look at the skies, and we'll wrap up this weather update. So obviously, the RGM, you see plenty of clouds tomorrow. I don't think we see the sun at all. Saturday will be a very nice day with seasonal temperatures. And then as we get towards Sunday, southwest flow, warm air advection, here comes the high and mid-level clouds that we'll have to deal with then. And then as you get into Monday, we'll have to see what Monday, it's as far as we got on that model. We'll have to see what Monday looks like again. The GFS being kind of bullish with the cloud cover. But we'll have to see if it pans out. It might be overestimating it a little bit. But we'll talk about that more, I think, tomorrow night. So thank you for watching this weather update, and have a good night.